What's up, Sag? Welcome in. If you found your way here, this is a brand new channel, The Literary Ripple. There will be more explanation as to the channel's direction as I'm getting it. I've been dealing with a lot of spiritual warfare lately. I have a lot of Sagittarius in my chart, so you may be dealing with the same, maybe not, but this is going to be a reading for the eclipse energy. So I'm not getting sidetracked, but I do want to let you know that that's been going on for me. I have like a double stellium in Sagittarius, and I've been dealing with a lot of spiritual warfare. So I'm going to assume that if you are a Sagittarius or you have a lot of planets in Sagittarius, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rise, you know, whatever placement, stelliums, that you've been dealing with this similar type of situation. So let's just see what's going on here. We're going to pull before tarot, after tarot, and I'm going to get some plant oracle to clarify some stuff, okay? So we have the Five of Cups, the Four of Cups, and then, and I have to cover this one, we have the Lovers. I haven't marked on that one yet. Wow, Sagittarius. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I did your readings earlier, but the lighting was kind of messed up, and when I went in to look at it, I accidentally deleted them. But I got the same message in your previous one. You got someone, this was actually this was the first card out, and I went back and did all of them, or I went back and did 2 others. So all of that shuffling, and this is still the first card out. But this time it's giving me a little bit different message. So you have been dealing with someone picking your scabs, I want to say. Notice how this cat is playing with this cup. That cup represents emotions, hurt emotions. Someone's been picking a scab of your hurt emotions out here. Now, I didn't get this message before, but I mean, this is the Four of Cups. This is really, I mean, it's literally, it doesn't mean drinking in the tarot, not even in the before tarot. This means still filling your cups. But I'm going to say, if somebody's been picking at a scab, and, you know, and you do enjoy spirits from time to time, you might have been drinking or partying. But this is, and then we have the Lovers. So it's like the plot thickens. Was it a lover possibly picking a scab here? I don't know. It's kind of what it looks like. A lover or a partner of some sort. That was beforehand. Okay, let's see what this is. This is the 8 of, man. All right. I'm not going to take them because they fell out like that, but let's make sure we get this shuffled in real good in case they want to come out again. I feel like that was part of the message. The 8 of Cups was there. So definitely like a sense of walking away, like, or the chapter being closed at least after. I don't know if that's because one walked away, or because there's an agreement, or because it was worked out, right? We have the Magician, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the 10 of Swords. Oof. No. 8 of Swords on the bottom. Oh, I didn't, let me see what the bottom of the deck over here, you have the Chariot, the Tower, and the 8 of Cups. It was painful, but you moved on. Or you're getting ready to, if you haven't already, from whoever or whatever this person was, and you're rebuilding. That was kind of like picking at your scabs. This is like somebody picking at your wounds while you're trying to move on, like reopening your wounds. That's what I see. Got some wounds reopened. Doesn't mean you're not healed from them still. They're just reopened and they were triggered. It happens. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. It happens. And if you're a Sagittarius and you're passionate and you have all that energy, you probably reacted. I do think that I'm getting a message for a group of Sagittarius, let's put it where it resonates, that there was too much drinking involved, either in the relationship, in the whole situation, or after the fact. Now, this is still before eclipse energy I'm talking about there. Now I'm going to move like to the after, where we have the Magician, the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. I don't like that. So then the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. Oh, yeah. Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the Nine of Wands with the King of Wands underneath. Eesh. All right, Sagittarius. This is not going to be for everyone. This is clearly a specific message. There's not a whole lot of major arcana here. The only major arcana is the Tower and the Chariot, which means something is, either you're tearing something out of your life or something's being torn from your life. It looks like that might have been the reason that you had these wounds. Something was torn from your life, whatever, I don't know. But somebody kept picking at them. It looks like it's somebody that you're in a partnership with, or were in a partnership with, or maybe you thought that they were making some kind of, I don't know. It's kind of like before you've decided about the partnership. This is cool too. You have the 5, and then for these two, you know, 4 and 6, they're mirrored numbers. I wonder if the way you framed your movement somehow, I don't know how to put it, what I'm trying to say. What am I trying to say here? I wonder if I lost it. It's gone. I lost it. Now, afterwards, though, what I've got is like, okay, I said you only had the Chariot and the Tower, but you also have the Lovers and the Magician, excuse me. Right now, it's showing me that after, Magician is like, you're manifesting. What are you manifesting? You're manifesting success and celebrations. Over an ending. Oh, baby, I got it. This is, okay, before, oh, we need to get the other stuff out. All right. The key in this is the underlying. The underlying in the after is the Nine of Swords, all right? That's actually, instead of the demon being in your nightmares, it manifests in real life so you can fight it. The Nine of Wands, someone that sees all of the burdens that you're carrying that comes to help you out. The Eight of Swords, being freed from imprisonment. maybe even some imprisonment that you've done on your own based on the fact that you got some mofo over here picking at your wounds. Okay, that's the underlying, and that's the key. Because remember I opened with the spiritual warfare? That's what this is. This is manifesting success and removing, I don't know, like the casualties of the war being removed. I'm not talking a literal war. Obviously, I'm talking about spiritual warfare. This is casualties. It could be parts of yourself. It could be... It's a Virgo eclipse. You could be cleaning out your house, and these are all of the these are all of the casualties of cleaning out your house. Literally cleaning out your house. Wow. I wonder if the person at Google or at YouTube is a Sagittarius that makes all these decisions. Just curious. That would be wild. All right, you got chickweed. Oh, the scales of justice. This is like you move. Well, the sun's getting ready to move into Libra, so maybe you are going to move into some forceful Libra energy. Datura, chickweed, Datura. Wow. It's Libra, Scorpio energy. And then straw flower. Bro, this is all energy of justice. Black and white. It's black and white. There is no gray. Either you were on the right side of spiritual warfare or you were not. If you were not, you're probably a casualty. You just don't know. Not you. You're on the right side. This is you, Sagittarius. You might be one of these dudes right here carrying the casualties of this spiritual warfare, like off of the battlefield. For real. All right, you have 7, 11, and 8. Chickweed. Card number 34. Chickweed. The salt and the sugar. Hold on. Allow the furrow in your brow to relax. The furrow in this guy's brow, because the chickweed comes up right underneath of him. Allow it to relax so you can look more like this guy. Drop your shoulders and surround yourself with people you trust. You can then address the injustices of the world from a nourished and hopeful place that will support you and the work at hand without draining your life force. There you go. I feel like maybe what was picking at your wounds was, a spiritual enemy. Maybe it wasn't a lover at all. Ooh, this is feeling quite almost biblical. Deter, seer of the unseen. This is also the 1111 card, and it's coming up right underneath a Datura, which is card number 38. Datura is a queen of the desert, of the dark, of death, and of mystery. Datura is a moon plant reflecting light into the shadows, glowing and glimmering in the mist. Datura is the seer of the unseen, the silence in the roaring wind. If you're struggling with the unknown, if you're facing a vast transformation in your life, or if you feel yourself on the edge of a cliff, Datura is your lifeline. At the bottom it says, if you're too caught up in the mundane world, if you have forgotten your own magic, if you feel alone and lost in the noise, you can sail in the desert sands of the windy, moonlit queen. You know what I love about this? If you're lost in your sails, if you feel alone and lost in the noise, this person is definitely alone. And, It looks, in this particular instance, I would say that they are nourishing their self, but alone nonetheless. And then you have the Datura. Like if you're feeling lonely, use the Datura. And then you have celebrations. You have that person is no longer alone. There's a bunch of people there arriving to celebrate. Or in this case, to remove the dead bodies from the spiritual warfare battlefield. That's what I have for you, Sag. Love you. See you next time. Good luck.